Guys, we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're gonna start with this one first. The Earth has been rocked by nearly 500,000 earthquakes so far in 2025. 500,000 earthquake has rocked this planet. And we still have, 3 months left? I mean, we could see maybe 800,000 earthquake in 1 year. The planet is shaking. Russia got hit again, 7.8 magnitude earthquake. Alaska tsunami warning, Hawaii. There were multiple areas out there tsunami warning. And we do have more updates of the 7.8 magnitude. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Bible prophecy is at work right now. But we have more breaking news. Look at this one here. This is huge. They found something. Scientists found something. In early October, this coming October, Earth will pass through the orbital debris stream of an extremely large comet that was just discovered, known as C/2025 RS Swan. That's a strange name there, Swan. Scientists have just discovered another space rock, a giant space rock that is rapidly heading in our direction. Now, they think that it will fly past us at a distance of just 0.26 astronomical units. And if they are correct about that, it won't hit us. But we are being warned that Earth will pass through the orbital debris stream of this extremely large comet, and that could result in a significant meteor shower, or meteor storm, excuse me. This comet was first identified less than a week ago. And so, any projection that had been made so far could change. It is officially called Swan. And it is already bright enough to detect using binoculars. Look out. Everybody's talking about Interstellar, but we have another visitor, and Swan is heading towards Earth. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. Once again, guys, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All right. So we're going to start with this one here, and then we're going to go with the space rock. And there's a lot more news I want to show to you guys. So this is a late night video of all these breaking news that is coming out. All right. So the planet is shaking. And Russia got hit. Boy, they got hit hard. And it seems like that submarine air base, the submarine military base, is damaged again. Have you noticed that our planet has been shaking a lot lately? Yep. The magnitude 7.8 earthquake that just hit Russia, Kamchatka Peninsula, is just one of the 466,742 earthquakes that have rattled the giant space rock that will all live on this year. Simultaneously, dozens of volcanoes have been erupting, and there have been all sorts of very unusual events in the heavens. If you think that we are experiencing is normal, you probably have not been paying much attention. Earlier today, it says here, I went to Volcano Discovery and I learned that there have been 466,742 earthquakes so far in 2025. That's crazy. That is crazy. You have one quake above magnitude 8. 11 quakes between magnitude 7 and 8. 105 quakes between magnitude 6 and 7. 1,545 quakes between magnitude 5 and 6. 11,611 quakes between magnitude 4 and 5. 45,692 quakes between magnitude 3 and 4. 98,979 quakes between magnitude 2 and 3. 308,798 earthquake below magnitude 2 that people normally don't feel. It has been a banner year for large earthquake. We usually see between 110 to 125 earthquake of at least magnitude 5.0 during a 30-day period. But earlier this summer, we witnessed 494 in just 30 days. That is crazy. That is absolute crazy. The Pacific Ring of Fire has been more active than anywhere else, and it just got hit by another huge earthquake. This is why you have like the West Coast. I think the governor of Oregon is urging all these buildings owners to have earthquake proof, to get your stuff ready. All right, and they're urging people out there to have your insurance earthquake stuff ready. Make sure you have emergency kits. In Arkansas, National Guard has been deployed to exercise preparation for the New Madrid seismic zone. South Carolina has been getting hit. New Jersey getting hit was felt in New York City. I mean, we are seeing a lot of earthquake preparation going on here, guys. They know something. They know something. That is crazy once again. A magnitude 7.8 earthquake struck Russia-Kamchatka regions at around 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, sparking concerns of a potential tsunami along the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. NOAA and the National Weather Service U.S. Tsunami Warning System has since confirmed that a Pacific-wide tsunami is not expected and that there is no tsunami threat to Hawaii. Next time, we might not be so fortunate. Following the initial quake, there were more than 30 aftershocks of at least 4.5. It says here a few days earlier, on Monday, Alaska was rattled by a couple of very large earthquakes. A powerful earthquake struck off the coast of Alaska, Aleutian Islands, early Monday, stirring concerns of a potential tsunami among residents. On the mainland, the USGS detected a 5.2 magnitude earthquake at 1 a.m. local time, 5:02 a.m. Eastern Time, near the uninhabited community of Nikolsky. So you guys get the picture here. The planet is shaking. And it's shaking really, really bad. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm just going to skip some of this stuff here. Okay, so we left off here. Less than 2 hours later, the USGS recorded a 4.8 magnitude aftershock in the region, the same region. Sadly, even though the entire west coast of the continent, United States, sits directly along the Pacific Ring of Fire, most of those that live there simply do not care about all of this seismic activity. And that's true. I see in the comments box, they go Lewis, the boy that cried wolf. They go Lewis, the fearmonger. They go Lewis, and this and this and this and this. These are the people that do not understand what Scripture is saying. The Bible said that there will be many quakes. The Bible said there will be many watchmen and watchwomen sounding the alarm. We are definitely seeing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. There will be a day that the ground will shake and put fear in people. We talking about not magnitude 8, but a lot higher. Mark my words, it is just a matter of time before the big one strikes. Speaking of the West Coast, the fact that volcanic ash was spotted in the vicinity of Mount St. Helens the other day caused a bit of a stir. Man, Mount St. Helen? Man. The story that authorities are giving us is that volcanic ash from the 1980s is being lofted back into the air by very strong winds. Folks, in the Northwest shouldn't panic. Mount St. Helens is not erupting, Gov scientists said on September 16. The concerns arises because commercial pilots reported seeing ash in the vicinity of the mountains, site of the infamous eruption of May 18, 1980 that has taken 57. So what's going on? Volcanic ash from the 1980s is being lofted back into the air from the strong east winds, the National Weather Service in Portland, Oregon reported. Do you buy that story? I am not sure that I do. In any event, that is what they want us to believe. Meanwhile, all sorts of very strange things have been happening in the heavens. On September the 13th, an extremely bright fireball violently exploded over central Argentina. A fireball with an impact energy of 0.38 kilotons, that's 380 tons of TNT equivalent, was detected at 2226 UTC on September 13, 2025, at an altitude of 22.8 kilometers, that's 14.2 miles, over central Argentina. The event was observed from multiple provinces and produced a persistent trail and visible fragmentation. You can't forget what happened in China. They took out something from the sky. People saying that it was a meteor. Others were saying it was a UFO. A bright fireball was detected at 1926 local time, 2226 UTC, on September 13 over central Argentina. The object entered the atmosphere near latitude 38.0 and longitude 64.8 at an altitude of 22.8 and releasing an estimated 0.38 kilotons, once again 380 tons of TNT equivalent, of energy according to NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies. 2 days later, an asteroid that was just discovered zipped past our planet at a distance of just 0.78 LD. A newly discovered asteroid designated 2025 RJ2 will fly past Earth at a distance of 0.78 LD. I'm going to skip all this number, but you guys get the picture. You guys get the picture here. Since the beginning of the year, observatories worldwide have detected 96 asteroids passing within one lunar distance of Earth. Asteroid 2025 RJ2 was first observed by Catalina Sky Survey on September 14, one day before its close approach to Earth. Then, on Thursday morning, a city-killing asteroid the size of a major skyscraper came flying along. A city-killing asteroid the size of a major skyscraper will scream past Earth in just hours, and scientists have warned that it could return in the future. The asteroid 2025 FA22 would come within 520,000 miles of Earth at approximately 3:40 a.m. Eastern Time early Thursday morning. That's not going to hit us. That's not going to hit us. We should be okay. That's roughly twice the distance of the Earth to the Moon, meaning it possesses no immediate threat to the planet. It's not going to hit us. We should be very glad that rock did not hit us, because it would have done some serious damage. Coming up, there will be a very odd solar eclipse on September 21st. Solar eclipse. The moon will appear to take a bite out of the sun during a deep partial solar eclipse on September 21st. Globally, September partial solar eclipse will begin at 1:29 p.m. Eastern Time, with the maximum eclipse phase when the moon covers the largest portion of the sun, occurring at 3:41 p.m. Eastern Time. However, exact timing varies by locations. It's not often that we see two eclipses in a single month. First, we had the blood moon eclipse on September the 7th, and now this partial solar eclipse on September the 21st will be to be seen across much of the southern hemisphere. And if you guys kind of think about it, this is like a completion number 777. September 7, 14, 21. 777. So what happened September 14? Well, seems like the 14, close to the 15, the Holy Land invaded the Strip and started their military operation. That's what happened. And that same day, the Holy Land military said the city is on fire. All right, so we are definitely seeing, again, 777, September 7, 1421, that's 777. It says here, first we had the blood moon. Okay, so we already know that. Sky watchers in the southern hemisphere will witness the year's second and final solar eclipse on September 21st to the 22nd, just one day before the equinox. Though only a partial solar eclipse, it promises some spectacular views, especially across New Zealand, Antarctica, and the South Pacific Island, because it occurs just after sunrise, as did the previous solar eclipse in March in North America. Now, unlike a total solar eclipse where the moon blocks the entire sun, a partial solar eclipse creates the striking image of a crescent sun in the sky. In this case, at sunrise, just one day before the September equinox. This is a very good article here. I like Michael Snyder. He put out some very good stuff. It says here, to me, things will get even more interesting once we reach the month of October. Tell him, Michael. On October 3rd, Comet 3I Atlas will make an uncomfortably close approach to Mars. And then on October the 5th, it is being projected that Earth will actually pass through the orbital debris field of an absolutely gigantic comet that was just discovered, known as Swan. Astronomers are telling us that there is a chance that we may get to experience a pretty dramatic meteor shower as we pass through that orbital debris field. I wanted to put all of this into a single article so that everyone can understand that we are in an extremely unusual time. Bible prophecy. So much is happening, but most people are simply not paying attention. Oh, Louis, ain't not gonna happen. Fearmonger, the boy that cries wolf, and all that type of name. Mockers and scoffers won't stop. What is it going to take to get the general population to finally wake up? Very powerful. The earth has been shaken by almost 500,000 earthquakes so far in 2025. Are people waking up? People should be waking up. Now we're going to go with this news here. Give me a second. Swan. Scientists have just discovered another giant space rock that is rapidly heading in our direction. They think that it will fly past us at a distance of just 0.26 astronomical units. And if they are correct about that, it won't hit us. But we are being warned that Earth will pass through the orbital debris stream of this extremely large comet, and that could result in a significant meteor storm. This comet was first identified less than a week ago, and so any projection that had been made so far could change. It is officially being called Swan, and is already bright enough to detect using binoculars. There is a new, fairly bright comet in the sky discovered less than a week ago. On Friday, September the 12th, 2025, the solar wind, I'm just going to say Swan, instrument on the Soho spacecraft detected it, and it's relatively bright as comets go. Now, I heard it was a Ukrainian man, if I'm not mistaken, Ukrainian, that discovered this space rock. A shining at around magnitude 6.2 as of September 16. That's not quite bright enough to see with an eye, especially considering that the brightness of a comet isn't point like a star are. Comets are fuzzy, but it's bright enough to detect using binoculars or a camera with a 200 mm lens. The International Astronomical Union has now given the comet an official name, Swan. It was originally and temporarily designated Swan 25b. Prior to last Friday, astronomers had no idea that this giant space rock even existed. Now, it is getting a ton of attention and is being anticipated that it will put on quite a show during the month of October. So you got two space rock. You got Interstellar, 3I/Atlas, and you have Swan. But nobody knows quite what to expect because, as one astronomer has applying noted, comets tend to precisely what they want. Give me a second here, guys. These words are way too small. What can we expect from the comet in the coming weeks? I remember the words of the famous comet hunter David Levy. Says, bizongly, comets are like cats that have tails and do precisely what they want. What we do know is that this is a very large comet with a very long tail. In fact, we are being told that it has a tail that is approximately 5 times the length of the diameter of the moon. Are you serious? Australian comet expert Michael captured a new image of the comet on September 14. It shows an impressive 2.5 degree long tail, which translates to about 5 full moons diameter long. Give me a second here. What's the picture at? Give me a second here. Is this the one? Hold on. Give me a second here. I guess that's the one right there. Jeez. That tail is like, I mean, you can see it like way up there and then it comes down. See that? Here's another picture. Look at this one. Man, that thing is long. That tail starts from right here. That's a long tail. Wow. Mm. And there will be signs in the heavens. That's amazing. And there will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and great shaking. That's a long tail. I'm gonna leave all these links in the description box. Let's go back to this one here. It says here, this is huge. As the comet travels through space, it leaves a trail of debris behind it. Unfortunately for us, it appears that Earth will encounter that trail of debris. It says here, at this moment, it is being projected that Swan will come within just 0.26 AU of our planet in late October, but we will actually cross the comet's orbital debris stream in early October. Between October 18, 20, or the 21st, 18 through the 21st, 2025, Swan will be only 0.26 astronomical units AU from our planet. If it does not fall apart between now and then, it could become a beautiful target for photographers and backyard astronomers. Another date of interest is October 4th through the 6th, when Earth may cross the comet's debris stream. If so, we could have a meteor shower. Stay tuned for updates. All right. So there's a lot more here, guys. It says here, look at this one. You have another space rock, even larger, known as everybody been talking about this one, 3I Atlas. This is the one that you have scientist Loeb is saying that this could be some kind of spaceship, and that's going to release mini probes, and Earth is going to be attacked by supposedly aliens. According to scientist Loeb, I don't believe in that though. It says here 3I Atlas will make an uncomfortably close approach to the planet Mars on October the 3rd. So a lot will be happening in the heavens in the early portion of the month of October. Just after 3I Atlas has a very close encounter with Mars, it appears that Earth will be entering the orbital debris stream of the Swan. Just imagine Swan and Atlas just hit each other. The most likely date when that will happen is October 5th. That is also the date when the Feast of Tabernacle begins. Look at that. If you do not get an opportunity to see Swan now, you aren't going to get another chance in your entire lifetime, because NASA says that it only makes a trip around the sun every 22,554 years. That's older than the planet itself. Man. It says by comparing recent observation, NASA/JPL has been able to determine an orbit. It suggests this comet completes an orbiter around the sun every 22,554 years. This means that if you are able to see the new Swan using binoculars or with a camera, this would be a once-in-a-lifetime sighting. If the comet survives this pass, it will return around year 24,579. We in the year 2025. the year 24,579. Adam and Eve was only almost 6,000 years ago. Man. Oh, man. Okay, so it says here this has been quite a year for astronomers. You may have noticed that there has been a tremendous amount of activity in our neighborhood this year. On Monday, an asteroid that was just discovered on Sunday zipped past our planet at a distance of just 0.78 LD. Alright, so we're going to skip the rest. I'm going to leave the rest in the comments. Alright, so, wow. Earthquake, signs of the heavens. There's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. A lot of stuff going on here. So I want to bring this up. This is the earthquake from Russia. The 7.8 magnitude struck Russia-Kamchatka region at around 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Now you have NOAA and the National Weather Service US tsunami warning system has since confirmed that a Pacific-wide tsunami is not expected and that there is no tsunami threat to Hawaii. Alright, so that was that was like 2 hours later. Alright, I want to scroll down here and show you this one. The graphic shows earthquake economic losses of up to 1% of Russia's GDP. So this earthquake is hurting Russia. It's hurting the bear. A new graphic shows economic losses of up to 1% of the bear GDP following the 7.8 magnitude earthquake on Thursday. The USGS graphic shows estimated losses worth between $10 million and up to $1 billion. Damage from the earthquake is expected to be relatively localized. I think it's time for the bear to stop the war. New graphic shows estimated fatality after the bear earthquake. So we're going to skip this one here, guys. Quake follows strong earthquake near Alaska this week. And you guys already know Alaska got hit. We talked about Alaska too. New map shows all tsunami threat advisory lifted. Alright, so it seems like everything's good. Ooh. Hold on. More than 240,000 felt strong earthquake. The shaking in the earthquake. Man, 240,000 felt it. Whew. That 7.8 was no joke. And that was again, that was 6.5 miles deep. You best believe everyone felt that. All right, so tsunami stuff is over. So we're going to skip that one. I want to take you to the USGS earthquake map really quick here, guys. Please share the video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Man, it got worse. Man, Russia's getting hit hard. Man, look at this. It just got worse. Ooh, that's a lot of pimple. Man, Russia. This is the big one right here. It's hidden. It's right there. That's the one. Find you. Why is it 19.5 kilometers? It was 10 kilometers, so I guess it changed it, guys. Hold on, give me a second here. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second here. Okay, so this is the one right here. So that's a 7.8. Man, experts are saying that that region is going to see a lot of earthquake, not months, but years. That region is going to be shaking really bad. All right, so we're going to go with the next news, guys. Oh, hold on. Let me just show you this really quick here, guys. So it was a 7.8, and then it went. It was a 7.8, and then you got all this that follows: 6.1, 5.4, 5.2, 4.9, 4.8. You guys see it? All the earthquakes is hitting in different parts of the world. Wow. The earth has been rocked by nearly 500,000 earthquakes. What's going on? Bible prophecy, that's what's going on. At the same time, this is happening. Happening in Times Square. Watch as a group take to the streets of Times Square, chanting, "You know what, Charlie," and calling him all these names, insisting he was nothing like MLK. Demonstrators are demanding justice for Corey and Trey. Man. Things are not looking good in the world. It's not looking good, guys. And earlier today, this happened, and I did talk about this over my live stream. Marine One has hydraulic issue. The U.S. commander switches choppers in UK. Everything is good though, but this would have been really bad, really bad. We need to pray for the commander and his wife and families and friends and everyone, his cabinet. The U.S. commander blocks $400 million Taiwan arms package. Well, the reason why? Because he don't want a biblical war with the Red Dragon. That's why. All these information you can find in my Twitter page. Looking for some more information here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it seems like this is going to be all of it for tonight, guys. And, yeah, I think this is going to be all of it. All right, so that's where we are right now, guys. So I'm gonna leave it here. Again, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. We definitely seeing Bible prophecy, nation against nations, and all these earthquakes and volcanic event, and all these signs of the heavens. People need to start repenting and believing and accepting Jesus as Lord and Savior and receiving the gift of the Holy Spirit. I do believe Jesus is coming now. Again, that date, September 23rd. Again, no one knows the day or hour. So I'm not going to tell you guys Jesus is coming September 23rd because I don't know when Jesus is going to come. For only the Father knows. But what we do know is that we are seeing the signs that Jesus said to look out for. I do believe that his return is imminent. And we need to be prepared, have the full armor of God, and be prepared spiritually, physically, and mentally, and share the good news to the world. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.